Alright, what up YouTube? This is Doomnyc here with another Deck Doctor. Sorry guys for the people who have posted Deck Doctors in like the last month. Now trying to catch up on everything. So this is Dabest8921's Psychic deck. It has a couple of changes to what he used in his deck, but hopefully, this helps him out. So obviously the first card here is Dandelion. The plant engine is really splashable in like pretty much any deck. It's sad to say, like, it's so good that Dandelion really needs to get banned. I'm sorry. It's too good. Like, testing this deck out, I realized that this really works in the deck. So we got the one Dandelion. We got triple Esper Girl. In his build, he's only running 2, which is fine, but for me, the way I want to play this deck is I want to maximize on the effect of Esper Girl getting removed from play. That way, when she comes on the field and then goes back to the graveyard, I can plus off of the card that I get. So, in order to maximize that play, you need to run 3 of these. So, I'm running 3 Esper Girls, the Glow Up Bulb, of course, part of Plant Engine, 3 Clerics. I originally started to build this without the Cleric, but then decided that it was necessary because there's like some nice loops with Cleric and Serene Psychic Witch, and they're both level 3, so that's very good for getting out your Leviaires. So 3 of these. Again, the effect has to discard, and of course discarding the Plant Engine is probably the best thing to be discarding when you're using an effect like this. So that's really good. One Mental Seeker. He's not running it in his deck. I think you should run it. A lot of people underestimate the ability of this card. I mean, honestly, it's really easy to remove him from playing this deck and then special summon him. So if he gets special summoned, then you get to look at your opponent's top 3 and remove one from play. That can be game changing, especially if you get a Blackluster Soldier, a Monster Reborn, a Dark Hole, something that can really mess you up. This guy can like take care of that for you. And the way the deck works is it's constantly recycling graveyard, remove from play, field. It's a constant loop. If you get that loop going, then you're definitely going to win. So next up we've got the Psychic Commander. It's just good. You're playing a lot of Psychics, so with the attack boost, it's helpful for getting over Thunder Kings, stuff like that. You got the Reinforced Human Psychic Borg, and I'm running 3 of these guys, only because it really helps out with the loop, where I can first turn summon Esper Girl, set it, my opponent destroys it, goes to the grave. Next turn, I summon Reinforced Borg, I remove Esper Girl from play, and then I can play something like DDR right here, discard a card, get Esper Girl back, the top card of my deck gets removed, and once I can sync this and bring out a quick Barkion, and then I get that card removed. So the minus I got from the DDR will end up evening out because of Esper Girl's effect. That's why you need to run 3 Esper Girls, and in order to get that play out, you gotta run 3 Borgs. So, and then worst case scenario, if you don't have a DDR, Borg is, you got a 2000 beater in Psychic Borg, so this is still really good. Gets over Thunder King. You got the one Sangan. Sangan searches out everything in the deck except for Psychic Wizard, so you should really play Sangan. 3 Serene Psychic Witch. This card is so good. I can't believe how good this is. You can even use her effect to remove herself, so you can constantly keep cycling it. It's really good. And I mean, if you have this or a Cleric in your hand, and then you summon this, and you've got the Cleric in your hand, you can remove another Cleric or another Witch, and then next turn, it comes on the field, you summon either one, and you can go into your Leviaire. So, depending on what you have removed from play, if you have Mental Seeker or Esper Girl, you can plus off that. That's really good. We got 2 Psychic Wizards. This is just another card to remove a card from the graveyard. So once again, you can remove your Esper Girls or your Mental Seeker. What I love about Cleric and Wizard is that they only have to be sent to the graveyard in order to special summon the monster. It doesn't work with Serene Psychic Witch because she has to be destroyed. But with Cleric and Psychic Wizard, they just have to be sent, so keep that in mind. Spore, obvious part of the plant engine. So that's the monster count, 20 monsters. Now we got 2 DDRs, and obviously this is really good. I didn't want to minus too much. If I have Esper Girl in my hand or Mental Seeker, I may ditch that with this to get pluses. Obviously the plants are good for discarding. So again, this is like really good, and it's really good for getting your Esper Girl effects off. Dark Hole, Emergency Teleport, of course. This is a game-breaking card right here. 2 enemy controllers. This is pretty obvious. You know, your dandy tokens. You know, if you're forced to summon a Spore or a Glow-Up Bulb, they go to the grave when you tribute it. It's obviously good defense, and it will work with your Clerics and your Psychic Wizard's effects. So, if you summon this, remove from play, and then you tribute with enemy controller, you take your opponent's monster, their effects will go off, and you'll get to summon, well, special summon the remove from play monster. Hopefully it's an Esper Girl, so you can get your effects off and the extra card. That's why I played 3 of these, because there's so many different combos with this. You got the Foolish Burial. You can dump Glow-Up Bulb, Spore, Dandelion, or an Esper Girl to get your combo started. Heavy Storm, Back Row Hate is a must for this deck. Mind Control, because you play a ton of tuners, so this is obvious. Monster Reborn, 2 MSTs. Pot of Avarice is just there, just in case you can't get your engine going, like, you know, Esper Girl in the grave. Next thing, you summon Psychic Borg, it gets Solemn Warning, and then, you know, you don't draw another one, and you end up throwing a lot of stuff in the grave. Pot of Avarice is there to help you out. 1 Mind Over Matter. I find this card to be extremely good. It's like a Solemn Judgment for Psychics. You should definitely run at least one of these in the deck. It's really good. Return from a different dimension. Depending on how much Psychics you have in the grave, if you start summoning your Borgs and your Wizards and you just start removing a lot of stuff from play, this card can obviously be game breaking. Then you have the Solemn Brigade, Warning in the Judgment, Torrential, and a Trap Dust Shoot. For the side, we got the double Cyber Dragons, the 2 Crows, 2 Veilers. We got the Gores, the 2 Thunder Kings. We got the 3rd MST because Back Row does give this deck a little bit of trouble. 2 Smashings. If you can't draw your Borgs or your Wizards, then you might not need to put in the Smashing Grounds to get over higher monsters. We got the 2 Chain Disappearances for the Tour Guides, and of course Chimera Tech. For the extra, we've got Catastor, Black Rose, Bryonic, Android, because Psychic obviously, Barkion, and Beast, your most important ones. 1 Psychic Life Transfer, you can gain back some life points and at the same time remove your Esper Girls and your Mental Seeker. So this again helps out with your combos. Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Thought Ruler of course. You got the 1 Trish, you got double Leviair, and obviously like I said before, with the Witch and the Cleric, especially with the 2100 defense on Cleric, this stays on the field a little bit. You got the Mental Seeker can come back, and so you can either sink or exceed for Leviair. And if you've got an Esper Girl removed, you can bring that back, and just a whole bunch of pluses. It's really good. 1 Leviathan in case you need a rank 3 beater, and 1 Utopia. Now, obviously Utopia isn't the easiest card to get out in this deck, but you run Borg and Wizard, so it is possible. If you don't want to run Utopia, then I definitely suggest that you put in an Armory Arm since you are playing the plant engine. It might be beneficial, but that's the deck. Dabest8921. I hope you like the fix. Guys, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And until next time, YouTube, peace.